Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to the day 13 of this series. And today I'm continuing back with the StrataScratch questions. I have realized I've been doing SQL lead code challenge, and now there are like a lot of medium level questions which are about to come. So before even going to the medium level questions, I felt like my conceptual knowledge and like concepts are not very clear. More than randomly guessing and actually solving the problem, I felt like I'm just uh, just trying to guess the solution rather than actually working on it. So I have decided I'll first start with a start a scratch again, and uh, s- and since hi Jay, so first this time I want to focus more on the concepts rather than actually solving fully the problem. So I felt like somewhere it's not aligned, or I am lacking a lot of conceptual knowledge as well. So those who, uh, who feel like their concepts are clear, um, I feel like you guys should suggest a lot of solutions, like ways of doing, because I'm solving medium level questions only, and I'll be working with the help, like not directly with the help of lead code, but sorry, with the GPT, but I'll go and try to look for the concepts and then the topic basically. Let's say like I'm doing self join, so I'll try to make sure that I know very well that if I need self join or just cross join, rather than randomly guessing. I'll just actually try to solve learn the concept and what is happening, like that. Okay, so question details and all things I'll update. This was question number 2015. So that is good. Like actually, I remember now what is the last question which I have solved, and this is the 13. I definitely want to solve more question on lead code. Since I felt like I can know how other people are approaching to the problems. So maybe on weekends, I'll try to again solve the lead code question. Uh, but hoping that I'll be able to solve more medium level questions than just hit and try method like that something. So okay, and I think everything looks fine. Let's start with our questions. Those who are new to the channel, like welcome. I'm purely looking for now on lead on StrataScratch, which is also a platform like LeetCode, and where I'll be solving medium level and easy level questions. And I'm mainly aiming for analyticals role. Um, I come live regularly if there is a miss. I mean, usually I miss 1 day or 2 day in a week. Otherwise, I just try to come regularly for like last 13 plus last 5 more days, somewhere 18 days. And I'm also trying to be very regular rather than just lacking around and wasting time. Okay, because like market seems very tough. It's not very tough, but yeah, the competition is too high, and then also like I'm losing a lot of opportunities. I had a chance to interview in good companies, like very good roles. Uh, no, I'm not sure about pay scale would have been better, but at least the roles were pretty good, and then companies were also very good, and I missed the chance because of my conceptual knowledge wasn't that great and other things. So, I'll start this StrataScratch questions. The last question what I have done was city with the highest and lowest variance, and that was asked in the Postmates. I guess this is, I don't remember the question very clearly now. What was it? I'll have a look. So since it was a medium level question, uh, looks like a lengthy code I wrote with the highest city, lowest variance. What was it about? City customer. Like okay, it was about Postmates. Yeah, Postmates. Okay, so let me update the title and the question ID. So if someone wants to follow along, they can. And I didn't start the timer. Um, start the timer as well. I didn't add the timer, so I'll probably stream for 2 days. 2 hours. Okay, I'll probably turn off my video for today. Yeah, I am preparing for interviews. Preparing for like some data analytics role or like some similar role. Okay, let me preview the table and also see, read the question. Writer, which partners have pizza in their names and are located in Boston? So I think there must be a names column. Okay, looks like there are other tables as well. Let's see. So we have is partners and markets and orders table. So which partners have pizza in their names and are located in Boston? So two where conditions and what is the average amount and what is the average amount? output the partner name and the average amount. Okay, so two things we need to display. There is no order bias here. So such question is here. One is like definitely we need to go into the orders table. Order is there, seller is there. So partner will be, let's see how the partner is being defined. Partners are there. Courier ID, seller ID, the ID. Partners have visa in their name. Bit doubtful that how we can get the partner ID. There is a ID, there is a customer ID, courier ID, and seller ID. So, okay, I guess seller ID is the. Assuming that the seller is the partner, so I'll use partner ID, the seller ID, and I'll use a inner join. Let me check which partner have. Then I'll located. Another thing, the orders table among all orders it should be. What is the all orders? And partners. I'm using MySQL. I'll use PostgreSQL. Let me first copy all this so that I don't have to rewrite all the requirements. Okay, inner join postmates and partners ID and the ID directly from here on ID. I'll give it a name as OR and partner for PT so that like for any reference just and oh I didn't put it. Okay, so you are also like I'm not new to SQL, but yeah, if you are learning, I think this is if you already learned it for like last 2 3 weeks, probably you must have done the easy level questions. It's good if you try easy level questions, and also like if you join for a medium level, it's also fine. Not a big deal. Yeah, I have put the timer for now. Like for next 2 hours, just SQL. Maybe a short 10 minutes break in between. One question blur. If it's possible, can you zoom? Okay, question is blur. Okay, let me zoom in. It's fine. Okay, and I'll just execute this one. Oh God. Okay, or looks like keywords. It is not allowing. And now I need to use my where condition. So in the where condition, I need to check whether the name from partners table. So like name includes, or so for it to include it, I just can use like operator, and it should have pizza in it. And now if I run it, okay, that is not the case. Let's see the partner name. Case sensitive. I need to use it the function here. If I want to avoid the function, then definitely what I can do is I can just use two or condition, three or condition, but it's better to use a function which will convert the name, all names into lowercase. So this was the first requirement where partner name should have the pizza in their name and are located in Boston. So to check whether they are in Boston, there was a markets. So no description provided. Actually, we don't know this ID. Is this seller ID? I believe. Again, I'm assuming that this is the seller ID. Doesn't look like the seller ID, but there is a seller. Let me look the table. Look again into the table. Okay, there is a city ID provided for the orders table. So based on the city ID, I'll join. Again, I'll use only inner join for the markets table as well. Copying this one. For market, I'll use MRK on body dot city ID equal to MRK dot ID. And also I'll again use the where condition here, and city ID, like basically name from market also be like Boston. Again, I'll use the lower function, and use like operator. Boston. This is the second requirement. Their name and are located in Boston. And now I need to display the average amount. But average amount is for whom? Output the partner name and the average order amount. Okay. So considering seller ID is the A name I need to display, right? So I can group by basically directly with the name rather than ID. I know that the name of the partner is coming from PT table. So PT table I'll use for grouping, and then average of the amount. Okay. So this will be satisfying other conditions as well. In StrataScratch, it's just like there is no way to verify the solution until you purchase the premium subscription or something like that. Run this group by identified. Oh, that is possible in market name. Boston. Correct beside. Okay. Since I'm using lower function, I should give it a in lowercase only. Now let's see. Okay, there are two Domino's Pizza and Pizza Hut are the two uh, partners which have pizza in their name and have like city address as a Boston. So okay, like fine. I think I have pretty much solved the question. I'll quickly review it once and then stop the timer. Which partners I'm using then average order amount, output the average amount, and there is no order by, so it's fine. I I think I took too much time, so I'll deduct 1 mark here for myself. And in terms of like score or rating, how much I feel like this is not a very uh, complicated question. Like or not the difficulty level is also like not hard. It's like easy only. So I think yeah. I'll rate 4. 1 I deduct for the time like using too much time. Now I'll verify this question with the GPT. And I'll just check for the whether like there are other ways of solving this and like yeah, we can use functions in where clause, we can use it in group by, we can use functions at multiple places actually, not restricted. That's the problem. Correctness. It seems like it is correct. Let's see what could be the edge analysis. Yeah, in Postgre, I could have used I like, which is also another operator. I keep on forgetting about it. The five alternative ways could have been, this seems the same one, joining and then filtering out. Second is safer than name. Oh, what it is, and I guess I don't difference. It's like okay, more safer than name, which makes sense. Like I, in terms of validating, what if name can be duplicated or like not sure for some reason name gets duplicated, then this should be the best approach, is what I feel. Uh, in terms of business use case. Now let's see the field. What else is there? It's again the join. I don't see there's a difference, major difference. Like yeah, we should have directly joined based on the name Boston. But again, that there are chances like the name in this smaller case or something. CTE, okay. Then subquery. Subquery, how subquery is being used? It also makes sense. Instead of two joins, just one. There is a Windows and distinct, which is rather than using the group by, I could have directly used the ranking. Okay, my query is fine. Okay, let's move to the next question then. Okay, let's. Okay, so the ID for this question is 2019, and then question is top two users with most calls. Let's see, this question is being asked in Ring Central. Okay, must be some, not sure, sort of competitive. Let's see the tables. Before that, I'll update the question ID and the title. Okay, and let's read out the questions. Return the top two user. Let me start the timer as well. Okay, another thing. Seems like I have rated myself 4 out of 5 for that question. It seems like which is correct. So after review also, I just feel there's no changes in the score. Okay, I'll just ping you the link. It's platform called as StrataScratch. It's similar to lead code, and only thing is that there is no premium subscription, and like you can't validate your answer. However, like if you see my other videos, I'm using lead code, and in lead code there are like a lot of different like a lot of things are there in terms of the detail about the table is fine, and like you will get to know whether it's a primary key, it's not a primary key, such things, more detailed one. Let's say lead code is more popular if you consider in terms of solving the problems and all. And whereas StrataScratch is uh, mm, uh, more of, I'll say, harder level. You have to guess on your own which is the primary key. Also, you won't get the table description as well, and you can't see the answers as well. So yeah. Also, you can't submit your answer if you don't have a premium subscription. Yeah, that's the whole point of this series, this stream, that at least people can try to solve the question together. And also, because I also get stuck a lot, and they can always suggest what should be the better approach, like that. Let's go to the question. I'll start the timer. Okay. Return the top two user in each company that call the most. They called. Mm, they call the most number of times. There is no detail like who called the most number of times. Let's say call ID is there, user ID is there, call date is there, status, company ID, and user ID. Let's see, return the top two user in each company. Top two user in each company. Okay. The user ID is there, company ID is there. Output the company ID, user ID, and the user's rank. If there are multiple users in the same rank, keep all of them. Which means I need to use the dense rank and the partition by. So it is like pretty clear. They are very clearly saying use the ranking function. So I need to display top two users for each company and output the company user ID, user's rank. That is the requirement to display. So let's start with partition by. I can also use group by and like keep it having to them too. Let's see. So question solved one. The company ID, user ID is there. The ID should be to a company. So I need to again use the joins. RC call, there is a call details. Need to join with RC users details. The calls details need to be joined with the. Also, I'm considering the fact that all the calls which are made, all the users, there is a associated company ID. That's why I'm using a inner join on company ID. Okay, on user ID. So in PostgreSQL, I can use using as well. I'll use using as directly. And let's run this for see the records. User ID, call ID, and the company ID. Now for each company, I need to get the count of top two. Mostly called. They didn't also mention that free user, paid user, inactive. All it is required is top two user in each company that call the most. They called like it looks like a BPO or something. Uh, could be any sort of sales as well. We need to display the count of the user. Not the user in each company. Company and the call ID is here. I can try with group by as well. Let me try with group by first and then partition by both. Both ways. I'll give it a try. Ready and call ID. Get the count of call ID. Okay, I editor. Take here. It should be company ID. If I run it now, it should give me the count. Now I need to display. It should be having the max count. Okay, I'll use it as subquery. It's because I need to display all the top users. Either they have just they are like, because I see a lot of users with the same rank. I mean, Tensor is the go-to for it. But let's see if subquery can help. Or let's use the city. Actually, in select max value for the and then select max value minus 1 because we need to use the top two from rank. I think this should work. All ID. Okay, I need to use the. Actually, I don't need even order by here. So this one thing not required. Too many columns returned. Let me first try. this will give results. Let me try it in this way. Currently, I was using this in lead code. It's not working. I have to use it twice. Then I can use another AND condition, but it will be again scanning of table twice, thrice, too many things. Again, should be equal to, and again equal to -1. It should be equal to 1, and then this should be -1. From each company, I need to just select two. And the top two user in each company that call the most output. If there are multiple users in the same rank, keep them all. Okay, which is correct. Like same rank have like 3 users in company 2, and then same in the. I'll use order by for my understanding. I'll just stop the timer. I already took too much time. Okay, not to stop. Then with rank, okay, inner join RC using this one. To by from here, I'll remove the order by. It's not required. The where condition. I'm also using this the first time. Then I'll try. And then like this. It seems fine, but then it's scanning table twice, once and then twice, as in like table city twice. And what else? I need company ID and then user ID. Company ID and then user ID. It's what it is displaying. Okay, I think for this solution, I will rate myself somewhere score. I'll rate somewhere 4 because I feel like I think there is another approach. It's the same way, but then there should be another approach. Now I'll do it for quickly for rank. Like in rank, how can I do it? Join it and then using this, I'll use a rank. I'll be using dense rank over clause. Partition by user ID and company ID, because we are just kind of dividing this table in a subgroups. Order by the rank company and then order rank in descending order. Close it, name it as rank. Now I'm doing probably I keep on getting this weird hunch that something is wrong. And then group by, now select directly. It should be something else. I'll name it false. Where rank, I'll keep order by. Will rank in 1 and 2. Maybe user ID, company ID count. Select star from it. I'll run the code. RNK. RNK. Let me see the chat as well. Thanks for the. Yeah, it could be very hard for you, Jay. And like StrataScratch itself is like not very friendly, beginner friendly, I'll say. But definitely, what you can do, mm, just select the problems as difficulty level as easy if you want to, and if you want to stick to the medium level, I'll try to explain as much as I can as I'm doing. So rank is 1. It's user ID, company ID. This group by I do the count. And I do it based on the call ID, company ID, or ID, count of the call IDs. Like it's still ranking at 1 only. Why? Because there is a 1079. 1079. Except I don't have the count. It's weird. Okay, I am already using the rank and not really ranking. from. Okay, I got it. I'm partitioning it here, but however, I already used the group by for my partition. Now it should rank. Now, for each company, it should give me the highest rank. So user ID this make a max call for each company. Now I'll use rank. Okay, so looks like this is the answer we are looking for. And I need to display the user rank, so I don't need the count. From here, I'll just use company ID and then rank only. Okay, this is fine. I think I'll just stop the timer. Looks fine. This is how I should have done it in the ranking. Both solution looks, I think based on the complexity and all, I feel like both are using too much of memory. Let's verify it with the GPT. So how much I'll rate for ranking one? It's a join using group by rank. I think since I used too much of combination and even didn't got the group by condition part, I think I'll again rate 4. Like before GPT review, the score might change once I get it reviewed in the GPT platform. Because there's no way to uh, verify it. Only help is from either internet or the easier solution. So I choose GPT. Solution 1 and solution 2. Okay, this seems wrong. Like this part makes completely sense. That one thing I took the max for all of it rather than max for that specific company. Second thing, this one, the second highest. Okay, so it could be like this. Makes still incorrect. Okay, is not partitioned by company. Correct solution would have been okay. partition by company ID, order by count, then group by user ID. I was thinking that this could be the solution. Alternative ways, five different approaches is before even going to five different approach, let's see here. Okay, the missed part is partition by. Okay, I don't know much about the SQL server. What it is used for, like server. When you say server, uh, not sure. And um, tips I'll say like try to solve more problems and first, but learn the concepts first. Else you'll feel like um very frustrated that you go and solve something and then new concepts pop in. So just try to make sure you know few things like joins, functions, and subquery CTE. These are the important things. Okay, that will be the only suggestion I'll have. This is the way you can actually. Yeah, I think that is the only suggestion I have. Try to check the color. Okay, I think two questions are solved today. Quickly update the three more are there. Question detail is fine. So, any source to learn SQL? I'll say prefer some short SQL videos. Don't go for lengthy one. The more lengthier you'll go, it will confuse you more. Just watch small concepts. Mm, Any series you can pick actually. A series as in like they are like people who are posting this easy level series and then conceptual based. Okay, I'll just review the other five alternatives. One was dense rank, so like rank instead of dense rank, which ideally should have, but yeah, it will still make sense. The first and the second, we only need like first and the second. I'm still doubtful, like it will, but I'm still very skeptical on the rank function. Rather use the dense rank. Let's go to the okay. Row number is the same. Like instead of dense rank, just directly use row number. Is there another? There is a qualify also. So like if someone is using Databricks or something, BigQuery, like use qualify as well. What qualify is using? What is they use qualify? Is it dense rank here? Qualify, group by and then qualify. So it seems like another group by on top of all this. And then it's select star for everything. That's weird. How we can do it? Then what's the point of total calls? Like why even need the total calls here? Correlated query, yeah, definitely correlated query would have been another like having. So you were asking right in if we, yeah, you were asking like if we can use for this functions as well. So like even you can use it in having clause as well. So group by user ID. This is like in having how they are using group by order by disk. Okay, this is star greater than and okay, this is partition set user ID. And that is also another way, but yeah, this is like more of a the first solution which can pop in than okay, instead of ranking if someone is not aware of the ranking and the Windows function. It feels like most of it is like this. So top and group you can just and this pattern solves like 80% of ranking interview questions. Yeah, yes. This is like the best approach for any sort of ranking. First, top 10, last 10, all these approaches. After a GPT, I'll just rate myself 0 because the whole concept was wrong. And even after using the rank, I still did the wrong. So after GPT, I'll score myself 0 in this one. The previous one was 4. So the score for today is somewhere 4 and then 0 and so on. Okay, so I'll be back in 10 minutes. I'll be back in like the timer is already there. So in 10 minutes, I'll be back. Okay, hi everyone. Uh, uh, Back. Okay, so there is no plot twist. Um, Starting again back with the StrataScratch and solving the questions, hoping that I will learn more on the conceptual parts and then go back to the lead code and solve the medium level questions. So far I have so far I have solved like two questions for today, and yeah, and like now it will be the third question. Next question. Yeah, I was on a 10 minutes break. That's what was. Because I saw like somewhere 3 to 4, five, no, not 3 to 4. Yes, sometimes it was just two questions, other times it was just half a year. Yeah, all like if you consider 2026, you should say full year because we are still in 2026. Jokes apart, next question. Yeah, I'll do that on later. Once I saw like few questions from your StrataScratch, I felt like lead code is like I'm just able to solve 2 or 3 questions, not even 2 or 3, like 2 questions max. Wanted to take help from GPT first. Okay, I updated the next question. Yes, StrataScratch is best. And it's not best. Lead code was like pretty good, I'll say. Like switching back again to StrataScratch, I can understand what you guys were talking about. Okay, let's start with the question. Timer. Which company had the biggest month call decline from March to April? Retain the company ID and the difference. And for the company with highest decline. Okay, so and the tables are RC calls, users. What is the question? Link central again. Okay, looks like the same table. The calls and the user IDs. Okay, the return the company ID and calls difference from the company with the highest decline. The company ID and calls difference from company with the highest decline. I need to show the difference and the company ID. So which company has the biggest month call decline? So for the decline, we can get the decline, the free pay. There's no table for decline, is it? The call ID. The IDs are unique. The call IDs are unique. And then there is a company ID status, the user status, no other. Company had the biggest month called. Looks very weird, like how we can get the difference. The user ID is there. Let's say for the same user ID, there are like call stamps, highest decline. There's not even measure which will predict the decline. Any idea, any suggestions what it could be? Okay, watching videos, how to solve as a question strategically. Okay, I should also give it a try. No, this question doesn't make sense to me. Decline, get the decline. Will I take a hint? Calls difference from the company with the highest decline. Could be dip- I should take a hint. Better. Dana company. Because dials and then users are inactive. The ID is this that user is free, inactive, if not that company ID. Difference and call the difference from company with the then the company ID and calls difference company. Okay, let me take the help. I'm not getting. Let's see if it gives. April and March aggregate calls per company per month. Computed decline metric. Largest drop. Minimum difference. Negative means decline. Then the company with the minimum difference. Just drop. April calls. maybe I didn't understood the third pointer, but okay, I'll try at least the first two. Need to find the count of the calls in April and then call decline from biggest month, call decline. First I'll join the ID, user ID. Count in April and the count in by then before that like I'll use where clause. Where okay, again there is a part where I need to get the extract. So there was a date extract and I forgot it again. In case I want to extract the month use simply use this extract. Where call date equal to other way around actually. And this should be equal to 4 first I'll take for April. In one for March. Now I need to get the count. Select star and I join should be the one is for March. It should be 3. And I need is company ID count star. And same for the other one, company ID with the count star. and then select star from April, join March using company ID. Star. Okay, so this is giving me the difference from April versus March. So the difference based on the what GPT suggested is that I need to get big the minimum difference for I'll just name it actually something as need to get the difference from April. It's -2. We need to display the um minimum difference is what display the minimum difference, which will be the largest drop. So minimum difference between April and March is for company 3 and difference is 2. Like total based on the call date as well and then users. Right. GPT is okay. So minimum differences with the company. The what else? Like April has let's say 10 and March had 8. If April had just 8 calls and then March had like 10 and then for that company and now the difference comes as -2, which means they are like not doing very well. Also, I think I should use instead of extract, they should be date format, date extract something, data extract. I should use date extract. Date rank R here. On local time, it's not what we look for. Let's see the example for this date trunket once. Let's say I want to the exact hours, it will give me hours, date, month. Let's say the month, 2 years. So I ask for hours, time, okay. Um, yeah, I think extract is still fine. There should have been more ways. No, let's see other example. Extract is there. One thing. There was another which was like format. So date trunk. Or let's see. Date trunk. How it will work. Field, month, time zone. Need hour. It will give a. Okay. Date part is what? Year. Then else current time, current date. Okay. Extract. Looks like extract is the only one which is giving more better results. Weird with this Postgre. Make date. It's not gonna work. It's a Stack Overflow. Always helpful. The many years of experience. Not much. Yeah, there was this function 2char. I forgot it again. I need to make a note of it. I'll keep on forgetting about it. There was this 2char. But for now, it's fine. Still, I'll use this 2char. Instead of call date, I'll use it here and it should return me something like 2020 and then 03 for March, and then similarly for April, it should return the 04. Let me copy it out, this function. Year class. Not 3 should be 4. We still like the same results. Now I'll limit it to 1, but I'll order it by based on the count, the difference. So can I do it in JSON or query form? They created two different cities and like case when uh, really it should be one and then like that. Okay, maybe before I'll do order by div and then in descending order. No, not in descending, ascending order because it should give me the minimum first. So it should be company 3 with the difference. Okay, I feel that that's all for this question. Two things were asked is company ID and the call difference with the highest decline. So highest decline was with the or like largest drop is with the yeah with the company ID 3. I'll stop timer. How much I'll rate? I shouldn't rate for this question because I took help from GPT and I could get the answer correct. Let's let's review with GPT itself like whether I found this correct solution. Let's see, like, if I got the correct or not. Yeah, like, sometimes, yes. Shall I rate two? I think two is, um, two, yeah, I don't think so. Like, just solving the problem, which is like not even the actual, how you said, right, strategic approach. I won't use that strategic approach. Okay, this validation of the answer. Oh, okay, it seems like fine. Correctly is the largest decline. Okay. What could be the issue? Yeah, companies missing in April or March are dropped. Missing in the April and March are dropped. March call, but zero calls in April. But a decline candidates are excluded. Okay. Hurts performance. Oh my god, okay. Why it hurts the performance? I should I have used the oh nice. There was case when is what they used. Like get the count one, then get the count two for that specific range. Okay, why it is better includes company with zero calls in either month. Okay, it yeah, then one. Okay, either I do the count or I just then it else is not required even. Key insight for month over month decline problem. Prefer conditional aggregation over joining monthly subqueries to avoid dropping zero activity group. Okay, so when I joined, if it is a zero, it won't have even joined at all. Okay, nice. Let's close this. Mm, And then what I could have, it didn't give me the alternative solutions. I'll just specify use this for every validation purpose. Use above. Uh, 2.5. Sure. Why not 2.5? Okay, and next question probably. The question solved total at the correctness goes on. I don't know why it always repeats things. Sometimes it feels irritating. That's fine. Three questions solved. Good deal, good deal. Two more are there. Even these are like medium level questions. Um, I'm there, I'm there. I'll definitely be solving lead code, firing up lead code soon. Only help coming from StrataScratch and GPT. For some reason, the difficulty level I face in StrataScratch is more than the difficulty level in the lead code. Lead code feels very friendly in terms of solving the question, but StrataScratch feels so brutal. It doesn't even says what this table have like as a primary key. Either it's containing duplicate, something like that. It's like so harsh on candidates. Next question. This is also like this is like for medium level only. No, maybe next week I should also start working on the hard level questions. Okay. Redfin helps client to find agents. Each client have a unique request ID. Okay, thank God they mentioned it. For the first time ever, they mentioned that there is a unique ID, and each request has several calls. Each request have several calls. Okay, so multiple further IDs which are like request calls are associated to the request IDs. For each request ID, the first call is an initial call. But then how we will know first call? Okay, created on is the and all following calls are updated calls. Okay, so for one request ID, there can be multiple request calls. First initial one is the uh, like the first one created is the initial and rest are the updated calls. What's the average call duration for all initial calls? What the heck? They explain so much and then ask the question very different. Okay, I think I got the idea what is required. Let me try it out. There is one table only. There's no other information required from here. So first thing is I think I should do the case when and make a flag. Basically, case when rank is one. I think partition by also row number over and by and then if I do this way, based on the request ID, will it give me rank here and then later order by created on ascending order? Obviously, like I mean that's what required here. Rank into case when here is cell equal to 1, then initial else update and case when rank is equal to 1, then initial. Let me try double quotes once. Syntax error at near case. Then I don't think so we can use it. Missing rank doesn't exist. I'll just use case when outside of it, which will kill the memory. It's very bad how GPT says hurts the performance. Case when equal to 1, then rank it as initial, else it should be update. Instead of update, since it's a keyword, I'll use update calls. Oh, updates on calls or like that. Mm. the error. Okay. No, not sure what's then and else. Let me try when greater than 1. This right here. Which is weird. Yeah. This is also fine. So if I have done the when else, wasn't the issue with the ASN, it's just updated call and the initial call for that specific. Or instead of case when actually I just keep it 1 and 2 and use dense rank there. So that I can just simply subtract 1 minus 2. And use it in the next okay. For each request ID, partition based on the greater date, call duration. Oh, no, the call duration is also there. So let's see. For each request, the first call is in calling call is what's the average call duration for all initial calls? Okay. So for all initial calls, average equal to 1. Even like I don't need dense right now. In such cases, like start for now. And now I need to group by. Okay, it's what's the average call duration for all initial calls? I don't even need to do group by here. Directly I can use the average function. So this average of the call duration column. Expectation by select. This is close. Okay, I didn't give it a name. I guess as T1. Rank 1 RNK rank from call tracking T1 select average call partition dense rank over partition by request ID or by created function does rank does dense number. Oops, dense number is new function I invented recently. Okay, I'll stop the timer and I'll just name it as EVG all duration. Yeah, I think how much I'll rate myself. I think I have done it within 10 minutes. Uh, also didn't took any help. I'll score 5. I'm being the selfish here. Okay, let's take a snapshot and verify. Verifying is the best part because GPT roasts left and right. Yeah, definitely. I really want to start applying very soon. Like, I mean, I have tried for few companies. It was like pretty good, and I ended up like literally replying the stupidest answer I could for the very easy level things which I already knew. I like, oh, there was one interview I got froze also. So happens. Okay, let's see. Oh my, oh my solution is correct. It's a 515 already. Or nice. Hmm. So four questions solved. Last question. Also 13 minutes left. Partition by request ID. Now let's see the five alternative ways. Then it didn't use the prompt I asked and like replied based on that. The whole point of sharing that at all. We have included multiple initial calls. Okay. Needs null handling. Partition by complexity. Okay. Due to sorting for partition. Optimized rewrite would have been row number partition by request ID order by created on, which is kind of same, but instead use the row number. Why duplicate? Oops, select star less memory. Looks pretty fine, like even after asking for optimization of it. There was a way of doing it via okay, minimum credit date. Got it. Join based on that. This would have given me the join on call. Okay. Oh, nice. This is also a very. This was like first approach which it should come in mind. First value window. It got approved. Okay, looks fine. Fine so far. I should have used the row number. Feeling bit good. At least I solved one good question 515. The next question, that is the fifth question of the day, and also the last question. More minutes to go. or farming. No, okay, check. Do the opposite of what? Read the question. Well, it seems the same question. What's the average call duration of all updated calls? I can literally copy it from the previous question and then uh, like, work on it. Okay, let me rather use the dense rank and rank this time. Sorry, row number this time. I think it feels like it's a kind of cheating. All we need is call duration. Now I was writing row rank. Wow. Earlier I wrote dense row number. Partition. Partition by row IDs. Order by I need to check on the created date. Ascending actually, and then rank it. Let's make it a city this time. We select just I need to display the average, so I'll just where rank is like greater than 1 from rank call. So rank call rank call mm, let me run this code first. Oh, I'm getting rank. Okay, I feel like that's all for this question. Let me verify it with the GPT. But at the point it that doesn't give me the like detailed. Pretty unfair actually. I'm also thinking the same. Okay, since like I was just validating if I the correct answer. I'll give it a try to next question, but I won't solve it fully. How much time is left? Okay, 10 more minutes. I'll try. I made sure like to avoid stretching unnecessary. No, I'm not rating this one. This kind of same question. Only thing is rank changed to be greater than one. Let's go to the next question. See, same company. Let's see what now it is asking. The question is different. You define each client. Okay. How many customers have called three or more times between Oh, nice. Between chill call and combined. Okay, all of it. I need to find how many customers have called three more times. Three times. Three times and then unique request, and each request has several calls. Okay, one request must have different IDs. So one thing is get the where condition. And I think I need extract here. Extract. One second. Okay, sorry. How many customers have called three or more times? I need to use that to care here. But to care will extract. Okay, better I'll just use the extract. So extract the R and from call duration. Not duration created on. It has also the timestamp. Should be equal to the be greater than and equal to and greater than less than equal to 4 with between okay 6 3 and let's first extract these. Created on this extract function create R from okay, so these are the calls now. How many customers have called? How many customers have called? Three and more times. Okay. Group by request ID and then having count greater than 3. By request ID having count star basically greater than 3. Let's see. Have called 3 or more times. Greater 3 or more times. Let's see. Like I need to use these other request IDs and okay, let's get the count as well. Okay, I mean, let me see once the table request ID 3 is there. Made 1 request, 2 requests, 3 requests, 5 requests are there. And is it between 3 p.m.? One is 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Is greater than 6. It shouldn't be considered. There should be one more. Then why it gave me okay between. There will be a small problem that it should be between 6. It will include anything. Better to use time stamp approach. Timestamp. Then I don't know the initial date. That's problem. I don't know what year, what date. Between 6 p.m. right? So I'll just take it less than 6. I think is there. Between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. So how come like PM. It should not be AM, it should be PM. So it's 15 and 18. 2 is the one. Okay, I think that's all for this question. The time. Mm, I feel like, yeah, this is all for this question. Let me verify it first. Correctness of the correct. Pretty much 8, and it should be inclusive of 6. If Russia is inclusive, yeah, definitely if it's inclusive. Index is it's okay. Day and an interval of 15 hours. Eligible filters. I could have tried it. Even better. Oh, nice. I think that's why PostgreSQL have this thing, this time thing here. Pretty nice. It's like pretty good way of using it. But now it's giving me solution in only Postgre. It's not MySQL friendly as well. Yeah, anyway, like my solution is also fine. I don't see any major things. Only heavy shuffle disk. Only the performance issue was there. I mean, which is also wrong, but then at least like the logical wise, it's fine. I think that's all for this. I have done the 5 question, which is like medium level. So, like cheers on that, and like within 2 hours of the duration, so it's like pretty good. Um, go- good progress, I'll say, in terms of like using StrataScratch. So for lead code, I sometimes take like 1 hour or more. But it's like not a major performance issue. That's how GPT will say every time, no matter what. That's how GPT is like. Okay, then machines can malfunction. I'll say. Okay, I think then let's meet hopefully tomorrow. But I don't think so. Tomorrow I'll stream. Even if I did, so I'll probably stream bit early than late. Okay, okay, guys. Then I'll see you next stream, and hopefully I'll solve more questions. Energy seems high. Like since I solved the medium level questions easily, not very easily, but yeah, like somewhat pretty good. Okay, okay, guys. Then bye bye. Feel free to like the video. Really, bye bye.